fix this one, bro.
Take a picture. Just with a
Shalom, Akim. Shalom, shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom, Mak. Shalom, Akim. Yahawah, Barakatah.
As you can see, you know, it's winter weather conditions. I believe it's like 16 degrees right now today at camp. You know, but we're under, you know, a shelter, so at least we're not getting direct snow. But hey, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. It is going to be, you know, through the Spirit, you know, a little bit shorter, you know, than normal because we're trying to get out of here. Brothers got to drive and get on the road and get home safe. So we're going to get right into it. Brothers, do you want to?
Yeah. Before we start, brothers, we're gonna go face to the east, and we're gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, and shalom to the hopeful elect scattered around the world, the 144,000, and to all the sisters too. The hope to get salvation on the second coming of Yahawashi, which people ignorant call Jesus. You know, but shalom to all of you brothers and sisters.
Shalom. And you know, I had some opening scriptures to bring out. You know, we're gonna get it right into prophecy. And you know, through the Spirit, this is Proverbs 20:4. The sluggard will not plow by reason of the cold. Therefore shall he beg in harvest and have nothing. You know, and I know that this in the physical sense, you know, it's talking about someone who's cold outside. They don't want to get their fingers hurt by having to work and do manual labor, you know, and break up the ground, you know, in this example. But in the spiritual side of it, man, you know, when you have all these things happening around the world and you're not doing anything about it, but you're going to expect a miracle from the Lord when you need it the most, when you need a harvest, you didn't put in any work, man. You didn't put in any work for Yahawashi. You didn't put your best foot forward to the best job and calling that you could get chosen for, you know, and called for, you know, and the people that think that the Lord just owes them something, man. He doesn't, man. The Lord don't owe you anything, man. He doesn't owe you, your little kids that are hungry, your wife. He doesn't owe anybody anything, man. It's a blessing and by His mercy alone that we're in this position to be able to understand and come out here and even have a warning before these judgments come. But that's why these prophets are out in season and out of season.
I got one, brother. I got one.
Okay.
I got one because I know you mentioned work, you know, and for this work that we're doing, bro, is very like one of the brothers from LA was like, hey, you brothers doing a really good job, and this is what it is, man. We're doing the works of the Lord, and a lot of people they don't want to do it, but they expecting something when a bad time comes.
Yep.
You know, it doesn't go that way. You know, like people say like, oh, God loves everyone. That's a lie, because look, when we as an Israelite received the law, it was something. I give you some, but you had to do something.
Yep.
It was not just like, oh, you get this one and do whatever you want, like the Christian churches does. All right, we get the laws, but there was the consequences that we're gonna suffer if we do not obey. But we're living those consequences now, man.
Yeah.
But okay, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 6, and it says, "Go to the end, thou sluggard, consider her ways and be wise." Okay, and 7. Which having no guide, overseer, or ruler, provided her meat in the summer, and gather her food and in the harvest. So see, so even the ants doing something when they don't have a ruler to telling them, hey, this is what you got to do.
And even the ants are preparing for a bad time to come.
That's what it is,
because they know that, hey, man, we're not always going to have this abundance, the prophets aren't always going to be on the internet. You can eat this spiritual food whenever you want, man. You know, so you got to do something about it. And what I always say in my lessons and you know, when I'm talking with family members or brothers, when disaster strikes, and this is a quote that I seen, I don't remember where I seen it, but it always stuck in my head. When disaster strikes, the time to prepare is too late. So you're not going to be trying to build a shelter in the middle of a blizzard, man. The fucking blizzard's already there. You're fucked.
It's like right now, bro.
Yeah.
The concrete, the ones that lay concrete, they don't have a job right now because the weather. So even if they need to work, they can't work.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. There is a day for everything, man.
Yeah.
So today we still have time to do this work. We still have time to come on the streets and preach, okay, for the election.
Yeah.
But there's gonna be one day that there's not gonna be a man on the street. There's gonna be one day that people will need guy. But there's not gonna be one guy, man.
What's going on? Why are we seeing strange apparitions in Miami? Why is there an earthquake here? Why is there no food? Why doesn't my phone work, man? People are gonna go crazy.
Like another one. Proverbs chapter 10 and verse 5. He that gathereth in summer is wise, son. But he that is sleepeth in harvest is his son that causes shame.
Oh.
All right? So all these Israelites, they're not doing nothing for the ministry, man. Okay? Because that's when you're supposed to work.
Yeah. Well, what's the one scripture that says it's better to die than to beg? Man, to be out here, someone shaking a cup, man. You know how the shame,
Like,
you know?
There's one guy over there on the we turn out of the freeway.
Yeah. That guy was all cracked out. You see his eyes?
And he's young, man. He's
Yeah.
like maybe not even 40 years old, and he's there, man.
And a healthy body. He's got 2 legs, 2 arms, but his eyes, his eyes are fucking rolling like he was all cracked and shit. Like he was like shaking his sign like this.
Yeah.
For someone
like
fucking
that.
like, I was like,
he was doing this with his hand to get some money.
He was trying to get people's attention to read the sign, but he was moving it the whole time. Nobody could read it. So he saw us through, man. No, he saw us
I was
through.
not looking at him, but
Yeah,
I see something goes that way.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, man, it's how it is. If you're watching these videos, you have to pay attention, man.
Yeah.
That there's only a very short time that we're gonna be here. You know, it's a very short time that we're gonna be here, man. What happened in the Middle East right now? The apostles called this year the
Is it the flood? Is it that flood that was going through?
with
in Egypt?
UK and
Yemen.
US,
They're
Yemen.
the U.S. and UK.
There
were
is a
bombing.
second strike. There was one before yesterday and last night. The second strike on Yemen.
I think they said like 150 missiles or something like that.
So you can see the day to work to do like a normal thing for everything, man. For everything.
Yeah.
It's coming to an end.
And when you hear about a missile barrage like that, each one of those missiles costs $600,000 or more. You know, those are the small ones.
And that's their part of their plan.
Yeah.
To make the nations waste all their resources, man, their money.
I saw this one thing. It
Right.
said it was showing a drone. It said that the Russian tank cost like something like millions of dollars, a couple million. I don't remember. It was a lot. And it got destroyed by a $10 drone with a grenade attached to it, and it dropped it right inside of the fucking thing. And so that's not a war that any nation that's big can keep doing. Like they're dropping $10,000 bombs on $10 tents, man.
Yeah, because today, man, the war has changed.
Yeah.
I was watching a video with my family last night, and I told them, like, look, all these soldiers with everything what they have, one single drone from far and a grenade, look what they do to them.
Yeah.
They kill all of them, man.
That's how the Vietnamese beat the U.S. military in Vietnam, man, because it was guerrilla warfare. They were in the tunnels.
Yeah.
They popped out, killed a couple troops, went back and hid away because they know Americans cannot handle losses like these other countries. Just like in the movie, it's called Stalingrad, but it talks about how Germany went over and invaded Stalingrad in Russia, and all Russians did was they literally threw bodies and bodies at them. They had one guy with a rifle and another guy with like ammo because they couldn't give them both rifle, but they said as soon as one guy dies, pick up his rifle, and now you got ammo and a rifle, and keep going. Yeah, they just kept bodies, so they would sacrifice millions of soldiers in the wars, even World War II, the more modern wars. You know, but now they're not going to be able to do that anymore, man, because Americans have been pussified, man. They're not that gung-ho, we're going to win no matter what. They don't have that spirit anymore.
Yeah.
Man.
Did you see how many fronts is open America, man? American opens the front of Ukraine.
Yeah.
They might say like, oh, we're not there. No, but you're wasting all your money.
Yep.
You know, you're spending your money on helping Ukrainians, right? And then you helping the small hats. All right, and now you're gonna go. You went to Yemen.
Yeah.
All right, so all that money, what's gonna happen, man?
Yeah.
It's not making money. It's just expanding and expanding and expanding. And that's what they're trying to do.
And this new one with the Red Sea, they only got one ally that committed to even helping them. That's the UK.
Yeah.
They went out to France, Spain. They went out to all the beast nations, the NATO nations. They went out to all the NATO nations asking for help in the conflict that they're in. And you know what they said? No, we can't. Because they were all salty about something else that America was fucking them over with.
French was mad
French
at them. French was like, well, you don't consider us.
Because they took away the nuclear submarine contract from France and gave it to, I believe it was the UK or somebody else, Australia or something like that. I think they gave it to Australia. France to this day is salty about it, and France is salty because they didn't get any help when they were losing control. And what was it? It wasn't Uganda, Niger. When Niger a couple months back was going fucking buck wild, France was like, hey, they're taking all of our uranium and our gold and resources that we're getting from these countries. Hey, America, help us get our colony back in order. Hey, man, America didn't help because the time they were spread too thin already with helping their other allies, like Ukraine at the time. They don't give a fuck about some Hamites and these other nations' problems. But the brother mentioned, too, about the different fronts that are opening up, man. You got China, Taiwan, North Korea, South Korea. You have Ukraine and Russia. Now Sweden is looking to join NATO. So that's going to be another NATO country, Sweden, right on the border of Russia. You think Russia's going to keep allowing these countries to creep in close to their borders? No, man. That's why the Ukraine crisis popped off.
I got one scripture, brother. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 17, verse 16. And it says, and the 10 horse which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, which means America, man.
Yep.
Okay?
A whore in allegory to America, the beast being NATO.
Yeah, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with the fire. Okay, so we got all these allies from NATO. They're gonna end up hating America, man. And they're gonna send missiles as the other nations. They have that capability to nuclear weapons.
And that is the cue that's the key that the scriptures threw in there. Burn her with fire. Why didn't they just say make war, send plagues? No, it said burn her with fire, because that is the ultimate judgment that Babylon the Great is going to get by thermonuclear missiles. See, the scriptures tell you everything that's going to happen, man. Only if you're blind spiritually, you've been following Pastor Porkchop your whole life, and you don't want to admit that you've been got one up on. You got what's a fucking someone like a magician, not hypnotized, fucking bewitched or whatever you want to say, over their trash in the churches, doesn't make it what we're saying an extreme thing, because the scriptures back it up, man. And the end of the world is going to be an extreme thing. It's not going to be like anything you've heard before. So when you receive this and hear this message, you're supposed to receive it, man.
So people that have been following conflicts of nations, they're already saying that we are in World War III.
Yeah, I remember.
We are in World War III now, man. But it haven't been declared from America. But what they're doing, it's already on. Okay, so there's not biting on any of this from American Congress any of them coming and saying to the American people, hey, we're on war. No, they're not saying it, but they're doing it. Okay? So what happened in Yemen, they just went alone. They don't go to the Congress and ask to the Congress to do it. They just Biden went, hey, do it.
The reason they do that is so they can get there quicker and they don't have to go through it's called the bureaucracy or whatever. They don't go through the steps to approve them doing that. They can just do it because America can defend shipping containers, ships, whatever, because that's what they said. We have to come and defend this place. No, man, they were just getting a preemptive strike on Yemen and using that as an excuse to say, hey, man, we're not technically in war. It's not technically a conflict. We're just, what does it say? We're holding up our end of the bargain by protecting the Red Sea corridor, the Strait of Hormuz, which is the closest point to both of the land masses.
And what this war is going to cost is going to cost the everything, the prices of what we get daily, man, for life. Their price is going to increase.
Yep.
Okay, because what they're doing is they're stopping or damaging ships that are full of containers of products.
They're messing up the supply chain, just like COVID did.
And they, those from Yemen, those guys, Houthis or whatever their name is.
Yeah,
Houthis.
Yeah.
Okay, those guys were like, we're not gonna let pass through the Hormuz to the Red Sea. They're not gonna let pass no one that goes to Israel.
And they even said from that missile attack, the Houthis, they said, hey, we're gonna get revenge. Don't think that you're gonna be able to get away scot-free and get untouched. They even were talking about making hits inside the U.S. mainland. And then they're talking about the border crisis and how they're gonna say, which the apostles have been saying, that the sleeper cells are coming in through the border, not just so-called Issachar, not just so-called Mexicans, man.
So we're very close, man, to really see this going up. And also, I was talking with a brother. So now, the country of Mexico is not allowed to go to any American to go through Mexico like they used to go.
Yeah,
now they to go and apply for a visa like every other nation that asks to them if they want to come to America. Every Mexican has to apply for a visa to come into it. So now the Americans has to do it too. So this morning was a big line of blocks waiting to go into Tijuana, man.
Yeah.
To go into Tijuana, never seen it that before. And what's happened from the other guys that coming from south is the same thing.
Just like the movie The Purge, where it said the new purge or
so life is not easy, bro.
The forever purge. Remember they showed the line of them trying to get into Mexico and run away from the United States because all the hell was.
So now they can't.
Hey, they're gonna make it that much harder, man. Hey, it's gonna be funny hearing news stories pop up, Americans getting deported, man.
And that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen, man. Americans, they're going to be deported from Mexico now. So that what it means, life is getting difficult for everyone, man. But like the brother called like the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble this year, man.
Yeah.
And what we see is coming to pass. Why? Because all those Central Americans, they used to go into Mexico freely, pass by through Mexico freely, man. Now they can't.
Yeah.
Because they need a visa too.
Yeah.
So everyone needs a visa to go into Mexico, man. There is only like 5 nations that they don't need it. But the rest of the world, they need it to go into Mexico. Because what that president of Mexico did with the Maya train
right.
opens a lot of ways for big business companies.
Right through Tulum.
Yeah,
I see that goes. It's gonna, and they say it's gonna bring more materials and goods than the fucking Panama Strait.
So now they don't see like okay, we can go and pass through the Panama Canal. No, what they're doing is they're gonna set their business in Mexico, man.
Yeah.
okay? Because they're gonna set their all their business moving from other nations there because they have the chance now with that new train.
Yeah, and if this place were to continue for another 30, 40, 50 years, man, America will surpass and come really close, to Babylon. Coming like economic wise, because America is on the downturn, and Mexico is already in a place where its natural resources rich, but only because of the Babylonian American treaties that they put on them, and I guess you could say embargoes,
That's
stopping them from making goods or making purchases. That's done now. And that's only been done for a couple of years, and look at Mexico already. Not to say like, oh yeah, we're backing any country. We want any of these countries in this place to succeed.
But it shows.
But it just goes to show you that the curses are getting reversed, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the court of that one girl that killed her boyfriend. In the car with her, she ran into the wall and she killed her boyfriend. It was a little while ago, but I remember my brothers were talking about it. She ended up getting life sentence because she was talking with a family or lawyer or something. And she says, I seriously thought I was gonna get a slap on the wrist and get nothing. After talking to all the big shit, how she purposely ran into the pole, killed her boyfriend and shit like that.
It's like a little chunky girl.
No, it was like a brown-haired girl, like normal looking.
So the one that I saw was a different, because she got sentenced to kill her boyfriend, but a different charges, man, different charges. On all the charges, she got guilty.
Ooh.
And all the charges, and she was crying, and she was thinking she was not gonna get it that way.
Man.
So hey, that's what the people think. Oh, they can get away with whatever they do.
And that's the curses getting off of the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, and getting put on these pasty-ass crackers, man. They're catching the hell now. They're feeling the hardships. They're having to fucking skip grocery store trips, man. They're having to cancel vacations, man. They're seeing their loved ones in jail, locked up for football fucking numbers.
We can see the difficult to have a life with this weather, man.
Oh,
right? We can see
it
difficult,
next.
like how people can see it like, hey man, it's hard to see it like there's no life, like it feels different, right? So that's how it's gonna be, man.
And these people, man, they're not ready to deal with these weather conditions if there was no power grid up and running, if they had no natural gas going to their houses, man. And it was 1 degree 1 degree Fahrenheit last night, at the night temperatures. So you have to understand that, hey man, those temperatures, when it gets that low, if you do not have a shelter, you are going to freeze to death. As soon as you fall asleep, your body goes into like it's almost like a hibernation phase before it fucking kills you, man. That's why they say, like in the movies, and the guy's like super cold or whatever, and they're all staying alive, they say, don't fall asleep. Don't fall asleep, man. Don't fall asleep. Imagine how many people are gonna wake up with icicles. Like, oh, remember? It was a couple years ago. It was like in Texas, how the snowstorm came.
Yeah.
And then there was a motherfucker, and in Buffalo as well. You had people fall asleep on the fucking benches and wake up the next morning in icicle, man.
There was this woman that was talking to the 911 operator. They hang up because the battery of her phone dies, and like 2 hours after, something like that, she was found dead, man.
Damn.
Because the cold.
Damn.
Okay, but there was more truckers in front of her, and she don't have the mentality to go and let me in, right?
I remember that video. Yeah, there was
she was a young woman,
it was a Judite. It was a Judite that was fucking in her car because there was an avalanche or something that caused the roads to be having to get cleared or something. And this dumb bitch just fucking stays in her car all cold. Didn't think to go and knock on somebody's truck that was like the brother was saying, that was running, and say, hey, can I, cozy up with you for a couple hours till we get through the storm? They would have said, oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, of course, man. They would have said, yeah, man, coming in, because it was an emergency,
Yeah.
right? Situation. But no, she let it go, and boom, man. She's now in the spiritual world.
And I'm even just seeing these people walking around right now, man. They're not really dressed right for the weather. They don't have no waterproof layer on. Their heads aren't covered. People walking around in denim and regular shoes, man. Hey. And I only say these things because I work outside. I'm literally outside more than I am fucking inside during my days, man. All throughout the weeks. So you see people that are unprepared. You guys are shivering at work, whatever. I give them some pointers, but hey, man, the people, average everyday Americans, they're not going to be able to deal with the elements.
Yeah, and that's difficult, man. When you see when you're working with somebody and they don't get prepared.
Yeah, bro, I feel bad as shit,
Like
man.
like bad, man. Like you feel it, you're like, man, you should get
Hey,
prepared
bro, yeah.
for these kind of things, man, because
I'd be always on my word. Cause hey, bro,
Yeah,
go to the
bro.
store, get this. If this weather comes, there's rubber boot covers you put over your shit. It makes them waterproof. Then when it gets warmer, you take them off. Like, oh my god. You're like, but yeah, no, man. And it's just wisdom, man. You know, this has been in. We live in a 4-season state, so we got summer, winter, fall.
Yeah.
You know, and so we see the whole thing, man.
And
But
winter really shows you,
yeah,
man.
it does, man.
Like for real.
And it feeling it right now.
Scripture, bro?
I did have a scripture.
Go ahead.
Salaki, I'll give it. No, we're kind of just all over the place. But this is 2 Timothy 4:2. Preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. So we're not supposed to sway away from the doctrine that the elders and apostles taught us, especially just because it's cold outside, man. You know, imagine. You know, there's one Jake walking on the street, one Jake that could have seen this video, man, that just one that would have started thinking different, but you decided not to go to camp. And don't get me wrong, Akim, honestly, we were thinking about not even showing up to camp today because of the weather and the roads, but we're like, hey, we're going to go out, do a short amount of time, and just get it done. But that wouldn't have stopped us from throwing up a video online, sitting at our houses anyways. We're not looking for an excuse not to do the work, man. You know, I was even telling the brother not even to come today. I was going to I told the brother, hey, man, I can hold it down. You got to drive a lot longer, but the brother's still here, man. And, you know, you have people that wouldn't even go and get groceries a block away from the house because it's snowy like this. And the brother drove,
Because I
a
was
little
like,
less than an hour, man, for all the traffic and stuff.
yeah, because I was like, hey, man, I just don't feel good not to come, man. It is, but it doesn't get to the point that we cannot come, right? But it's to think about it, all right? But we have to get this done. And even if we don't show here to come for the weather, for a reason, we're going to do it, we have to do it at home.
Yeah, just like the apostles, they were last weekend.
Yeah.
You know, they were sitting in because
Some other brothers does too.
You know, there's a cold front going through the United States right now, and it ain't no joke, as you can see.
But can you read 24 and wars and you got one more?
I got it right here. This is Matthew 24 and Salakia.
Because that's what is happening right now, man. Hey, man, it's Yahawah. Every time the apostles are hard, comes with when the years start, you know, how he named the year. It means that thing is gonna go to another level. It's gonna go up. It's not like he just said something that we don't see. No, we see it something different. When he mentioned about the mark, the haragma, technology start boom 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 coming out more and more and more and more and more, man. So hey, man, this time that the apostles are hard like hopefully a year of Jacob's trouble, man.
And that comes with the Spirit, man. Imagine all because there is a guarantee elect men, prophets out there in Great Millstone. I would say, a lot. Let's just say a lot. If all those men are speaking the same thing, speaking the same vibration, pushing the same message out, you don't think that's going to have a change and repercussion in the earth, man? These are powerful men in Great Millstone, man. Great Millstone is very high intelligent spiritual men that can see these things, and the Most High hears their prayers, man. You don't think when they're constantly saying these things, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, and putting all this up, things ain't happening? We already seen how much has happened since the truth came on in the late 1960s with the Abba Bivens and the One Westers, man. Everything has changed. America has never been the same and has only been on a decline since the elders and apostles came on the scene, man. So this is a very powerful thing to name a year, the hopeful year of Jacob trouble, the hopeful year America collapses, the hopeful year that these damn fat-ass Babylonians fucking starve to death and resort to cannibalism because shit's so fucking hard. You got gun battles in the streets. You go try to get some water out your sink, and you got nothing, man. You're gonna be drinking your own blood, drinking your own piss, eating your fucking kids alive, eating your little chihuahua because you ain't got nothing to eat, man. That's how bad things are gonna get, and that is so uncomfortable, man. And I love it, bro, because when they see those things, when they see someone roasting their little dog over a fire, like on a little stick, man, they're gonna remember that things are gonna get this bad, man. Because next to fucking the United States, these damn fat ass Mexicans are the other obese nation in the whole world, man.
Hey, bro, and they can do nothing to change it.
Nope.
Because the Lord don't open their spiritual eye to see it, even to think about all the things that this nation is doing, and they're gonna go through. The so-called white men, they understand what America is doing is something wrong that they have to pay one day.
That's right.
They're like, hey, why we go to war, man? Why we make that many enemies?
They're not ready, man. They're not ready to see these things, man. Let me give you an example. I'm an iron worker. I rod buster. I fucking do rebar. These guys are fucking hard, man. We worked in this shit yesterday, man, all week. And these guys are all, come on, motherfucker, get this shit, come on. And you know, they're like that type of guys. I showed them a video, it's called, from an Instagram page called OSHA Accidents. And all it was a guy, he fell down in a hole. He came up out of the hole and the pipe was still rolling. His head got fucking cut off. And it was a shitty ass picture. So there was no blood, there was no nothing. All you see is his head roll off and come off. All the guys are like, oh no, I can't look at that, please, no, I don't want to look at all you fucking pussies, man. I'm over there laughing a little bit. Because and these men are supposed to be hard. And you know, and they talk a lot of shit, man, for how hard they are, man. You know, and when they see a little video of a judgment, man, I'm like, that's not even that bad for some of the things we see, man. They can't.
Girls.
They're like, oh no, I can't see it. Imagine when it's a reality, man. Imagine when they're seeing somebody nibble on somebody's leg over the fucking fire, like on Walking Dead, and the motherfucker, they did it so surgical, they cut his leg off to where he was still alive, watching him eat his shit, man. Like a big old piece of meat, just talking shit to him, man. That's the type of situation that people are gonna be put in. But the Matthew 24.
Yeah, Matthew.
And then I don't know what you got something else. Or do you want to start the Spanish?
40.
Okay. This is Matthew 24, and I'm gonna start at 4. And Yahawashi answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many, verse 5, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many.
And be careful, brother. Everybody knows about the blue bean
yes.
Thing the elite has to deceive about the Messiah. Okay, so that's one thing that is going to come. But also there is people that have been saying around the world that they're the Messiahs, man.
Yeah,
okay, these churches come and say like, oh, I'm anointed, and I come to give you a message. That's a lie, because they don't even tell you. Amen. I was watching this video. One guy tried to open a church. He wanted to rent the building, and he has not the money, all the money to make all the changes on the building to open it. Okay, so he went to a bank, and they don't allow him to give him money. Okay, because churches do not get taxed. So this is what this guy told him, like, but you can go to this bank. This is a bank for churches only.
What?
So he went to the bank, brother, and when he gets there, he's been told, okay, we give you the money, but we have this list that you can only teach to them.
No.
Yeah, bro.
Man, that's
So-
saying like a 501c3
Yeah.
bankster style.
So you get the money, but you have to teach what we say, not what you
Yeah.
want.
That's like those Mormon churches, man. The Mormon or the Christian denomination churches, they're like, yeah, we'll give you the money, but you have to only, do the benefits, do our doctrine, do everything that we want. Yeah, that's like a mafia.
That's how it
That's
shows
like a
that Christianity is never been for the truth, man.
Yeah.
Christianity is never been for the truth, okay? Because what do they say, man? Oh, you can come whatever you are.
Yeah, they
That's
say,
how you are.
Come as you are.
Come as you are.
So you can
He
walk
loves
in.
you. Love us, everything. Hey, bro, I just make a video about the president of Mexico. He called a man that was dressed as a woman. Oh, I salute a man with the dress, with the woman's dress.
And fuck the president.
And what happened was, he was like, "Oh, forgive me, please. I made a mistake calling her that woman a man."
Oh my,
Bro,
no.
yeah, he getting his knees, man.
No.
Yeah, bro, because
What
he's
the
popular.
fuck,
He's
man? Yeah, he's
popular,
hella-
right?
Yeah.
So they don't want to lose it, man.
Yeah.
They don't want to lose it. They wanted to keep being accepted and known as good people, good person, good president. No, man, it's
Fuck
not
that,
like that,
bro.
man.
I hate that shit, man. And that's that nigga in the dress fucking thing that Esau wants to do, man. They gotta appease this side, this culture of Esau, just to be accepted, man. And I'll tell you one thing, man. It's those damn Issacharites that be fucking fruity and fucking and shit. Hey, man, they just rub you the worst way, man. Cause they're so flamboyant, man.
And
I can only imagine.
there's even people that goes on the street, man, to interview just a random person, right? To ask them, like, what do you think about this? They don't even get their opinion, man, because they don't want to get in trouble about what Isa is being set up as a life of law, because that's what it is, man. That's what that president said, like, law is for everyone. You know, love comes in all the ways.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that, man? Why they put love in something that the Lord say He hated?
And that's all. There was, I believe it was Biden appointed it was an affairs guy that was a high up in the position for like in the government that just got booked for it was like a LGBTQ. So like I'll have to bring the article, but it's like an LGBTQ representative that just got booked in for child fucking molestation and
Yeah.
shit. Did you see those 7 Texas men that fucking went into a mall and then gang raped a toddler? Bro, and they were all sodomites, man. Yeah, they all got caught for it, but man, it's gonna get pushed under the rug. But man,
So yeah,
imagine
everything,
that shit.
all of that,
Oh,
man, has been made just to allow Isa get away with all the things that he wants to do, man. Okay, that's the only thing. If they wanted to pass all these laws to give the protection for these molesters, man. That's what it is. That's what it's all about. They want to be free. And it goes back all to the Greeks and Romans.
Yep.
Okay? It goes back to them. They haven't changed. It's the same spirit of Isa.
Yeah, even
Okay?
like
a low progression, man.
remember in the movie 300 where Leonidas is saying, "I brought more soldiers than you. What do you got, Athenians and
Yeah.
boy lovers?" It's like,
Yeah.
they even
Boy,
said it. He's like, "You
yeah.
Athenians, you boy lovers." Like
Exactly,
they
man.
even were talking shit in the movie, man.
It's been in a couple movies that
Yeah.
works, man. The boy lovers. It's been in a different movie.
Why do you think they had the custom to the men grow their hair long and go work out in front of the old men all naked in the gymnasiums? You know, which goes back to the Greek word gymnos, which means naked.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna get back to that.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Matthew 24:6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Woo.
See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Okay, you see it? What we're dealing with today, in these times.
Yep.
Wars, all right? Taiwan versus China versus America,
Yep.
okay? That's what we're hearing. That's a rumor, but it's going to come to pass because China definitely he wants Taiwan back. Why what they're saying is this? Oh, it's because Taiwan is the #1 nation that made chips.
Yeah, the semiconductor chips.
And
Yeah.
all the missiles, they need chips.
Yep.
Okay? It's not only that, computers, everything needs chips today, man.
iPhone,
Yeah.
Tesla, everything needs a semiconductor chip, man.
And they're saying like whoever has Taiwan, they got good business. Because even they can stop a nation if they don't give them what they need for their technology.
And why do you think Mexico is now going on the defense? Because they just found a large lithium reserve, to make these batteries and different computer components. And like the brother was talking about, they're making it harder on the U.S. to just be able to go in and start digging shit up however they want, man.
Yeah, now it's difficult, man, for us, just a regular citizen, to go into Mexico. But man, when do you expect that to happen? Like, hey, they don't even was thinking that could happen.
Yeah.
Imagine if every nation does that, man.
Yeah. It's funny, man, because my suegros, my in-laws right now are talking like, damn, we should go back to Mexico. And they're all dead ass serious about looking at terrenos and everything like that, because they see America, they say in like 5 years this place could be through. And they're not really, I mean, they're spiritual, they're apostolic Christians, but they know that this place is going out. And it's just saying that people in the world can see the type of state America's in.
But yeah, man, we're hearing wars and rumors of wars. But hey, it's like, hey, don't worry about it. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna
But
happen.
the end is not coming yet. It means we're gonna go through World War III, man. We're gonna see all what the world brings on. What is that? All the jobs gonna stop. Boom.
Egypt shall mourn, having no labor. Or
Man, what happened? It keeps happening to in Argentina. We're gonna bring them back because that's the Jacob's trouble coming, man.
Yeah, Ecuador is in martial law.
Yeah.
Man.
Because America wants to take back America, Latin America. They want it back because all their resources. They don't want China to go into it. That's what China tried to do. China tried to do and get positions in Argentina and all Central America and South America, man.
Yeah, and China's deep in Africa right now too.
Yeah, they lose it.
Yeah,
America lose it.
Yeah.
That's why they go like, oh, we're not gonna allow them to go into America and do their business. Okay, so that's what it is, man. It's China versus America for like Venezuelans oil. Who is taking the oil from Venezuela today? Russia.
Yeah.
That's why America don't have the guts to go and invade Venezuela, because Russia is taking the oil, and Russia is not going to let the Americans take it from them.
In that vote that Venezuela had to go in and get their territory back from, I forgot that country right next to them, it ended up saying that they weren't going to do it, but everyone was scared, man. But I'll say this, man. Let things get a little bit more worse around the world, man. These countries ain't gonna give a fuck, man. And Venezuela will end up moving in on their neighbor, man.
Because
I forgot the name of that country. It's right there, man.
Yeah, I don't remember that name, but it's from French rules, that part. But yeah, man, Venezuela's oil is being taken from Russia. And I was thinking about that. I was like, why they don't go and invade Venezuela, man? But then, I was watching some information, and I was like, you know who's taking the oil? Russia. Yeah. So what the Russians doing, they took the oil and sell it to other nations.
Because you know what Russia would do if they started attacking one of their trade partners? The same thing America did. They would send over their military, and they would escort their shipping containers through where they need to go. But what it would do, it would bring a Russian presence in America's backyard in South America. Because Russia would say, hey man, that's our oil, we need it, we'll go and protect it. We're pretty much bought it, it's pretty much ours, so we got to protect it going from point A to point B. And America doesn't want that. They don't want it to escalate it to the point where Russia has a legal excuse to say, we're in your backyard, motherfuckers. What are you going to do now? Because America's over there in the Strait of Hormuz doing the same thing, protecting their goods, protecting their supply chains.
And how they're doing it.
And they're doing it legally. And they just went around Congress, like the brother and I were talking about. They didn't declare an actual state of war. So they can just go in and react quicker. They can do whatever they want because they have already jurisdiction to do it.
And they're doing it by their blessing.
Yep, the sword.
The sword. That's the only thing they have to show power, man.
Yep.
Their weapon. And man, the Bible is in point. The word of Yahawah is in point, because he says that man, we're gonna bring
By
that
the
up.
sword thou shalt live.
Yeah, and I'll bring that one, but this one. And I was gonna make a short video about it, bro, because I saw how they're busting, how they bombing that area over there in Yemen. But I'm gonna read this and then we go to Spanish, bro. Okay, this is beautiful, man. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon, to take peace from the earth, and that they shall kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
Kill one another.
And take peace from earth.
Yeah.
That's why it's that many conflicts. That's why like people asking like, why, man? Why?
Yeah.
Why this? Why men don't? Why we don't get together?
Because the biggest wars were started by the so-called white man, white on white crime, World War I, World War II.
Yeah.
These next wars that are coming, the biggest wars are started by so-called white men on each other. They're talking about we, of island people, we need to get control. We are the problem. Come on, man.
Man is the problem. Man is that. Man,
Mankind.
No, man, it's the
Humans.
so-called white man.
Yeah, I
even
hate that shit.
even the Arabs called them the devil,
Yeah.
right? That's how they call him.
He was literally-
They don't come and tell them, oh, they're Esau, okay? But they know who they are. But they're not going to say it because they're even getting benefit by not saying who these people really is.
Yeah, because they still make deals with them.
Yeah.
Still make business. Like
China,
fucking
Japan,
United Arab
every other
Emirates.
nation, man, outside Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American descent, everybody outside the Israel, they're enjoying. They're having a good life. They're never gonna say like, oh man, like how many people of Judites or so-called Negroes or Hispanics marching, hey, free Palestine.
Yeah.
Every country is doing it. But why do they never think, oh, let's do something good for the Native Americans?
Free the Native Americans.
Free the Native Americans from their reservations. Give them give them their land back.
Rebuild Black Wall Street.
Yeah, why they haven't ever come and say anything to help them?
Give half of the United States back to Mexico.
They never, man.
No, you ain't gonna hear that
No
shit.
other
Sounds
fucking
funny.
nation did it, man.
This sounds funny coming out of my mouth right now because it's a fucking joke, man. If you think that Esau, the so-called white man, these other fucking nations are gonna come and save you, man. No one's coming to save you, Jake. No one's coming to help you, man. No one. Except Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi.
That's how the Lord set it up.
That's right.
So you guys can understand who punished us.
Yeah, like
Okay.
get all super deep. You gotta understand, and understand that no one's fucking coming to help you, Jake. Jake tried to get too deep on this.
Okay, brothers, we're
All
gonna
right.
go back. We're gonna go to Spanish now.
Wow.
Okay, the weather start getting a little worse. But yeah, we're gonna go to Spanish now.
Yeah.
Okay. Como estamos hablando, hermanos, una de las cosas que hemos visto, Jacobo nunca recibe ayuda de las otras naciones, pero donde quiera Jacobo, Israel, se anda metiendo para que a las naciones se les ayude. Así de estúpido está hoy nuestra gente, man. Así de estúpida está nuestra gente, queriendo que otras gentes siempre estén arriba de ellos, man. ¿Eh? Tu sufrimiento no importa, el sufrimiento de tu gente no importa, mientras otras naciones estén bien. Mientras otras naciones estén bien, que Jacobo se joda.
But if I put him, I think what I'll do is see if Amy or Ollie will.
Always go to second and center 15. Second 15 and 1 goes to what you're saying. Get to it. Este es según Esdras capítulo 15, versículo 1. Y aquí habla a oídos de mi pueblo las palabras de profecía que yo pondré en tu boca, dice Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi. So, esas son las palabras de nosotros tienen que decir la gente de nosotros. Man. De Yahawashi va a venir, las cosas van a ser más peligrosas de son hoy. Y prepárate, man. Busca Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi cuando todavía la puerta está abierta. Cuando hay paz casi en el mundo de tú puedes agarrar tiempo, estás en tu casa, puedes sentar y ver videos, man. Y busca información en GMS, las Hebreos Israelitas, y tú puedes ver quién tiene la verdad. Ese versículo 2. Y haz que se escriban en papel porque son fieles y verdaderos. Pero esas escrituras no son corruptibles, corruptas, como se dice la gente en el mundo. Oh, un hombre wrote that book. ¿Cómo se dice?
Un hombre escribió la Biblia, dice.
Hey, ellos son correctos, pero esos hombres tienen el espíritu de Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi. So tú puedes ver en las palabras de ellos, están diciendo, tiene vida, man. Las cosas están pasando en el mundo ahorita. Ese es 3. No temas la imaginación contra ti, no te turbe la incredulidad de los que hablan contra ti. Hey, man. Solo van a hablar.
Sí, porque la incredulidad de la gente. Oh, careful, watch out.
What happens when you step on a sign?
No lo quitó la.
Yeah, no, man.
Pero sí, man, la gente ignora esto.
Yeah.
I don't want nobody to step on it.
I didn't think they were going to get that close. I didn't even see where he was.
La gente ignora a los profetas, ¿ok? ¿Por qué? Porque la fe de ellos, o porque hay mucha gente que verdaderamente sí buscaba o quería, pero por medio del catolicismo o el cristianismo han sido apagados. Y eso es por toda la desconfianza de sacerdotes, de pastores, violadores, ladrones y todo lo que ha hecho su pasado de ellos, men.
And the rosary beads.
Ya han llegado a convertir la fe de la gente en incredulidad. ¿Ok? Y otra cosa que Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi sabe y entiende bien, que Israel es un cabeza dura, men.
Oh, yeah.
Por mayoría es un cabeza dura.
Se dice un pueblo rebelde.
Ya es un pueblo rebelde. Como acabamos de mencionar, Israel prefiere que las otras naciones estén siempre arriba de él porque la mayoría de Israel así ha sido.
Jacob, the homeborn slave.
Ya, es lo que tengo aquí,
Oh, yeah.
aquí la tengo. ¿No? Ok, este es el libro de Jeremías 2 y 14. Y dice, ¿es Israel siervo? ¿Es esclavo? ¿Por qué ha venido a ser presa? ¿Ves? Presa es como estamos ahorita. Tú no tienes opiniones que cambien tu destino. No tienes para ir a hacer algo que tu vida, tu familia, que las leyes tú las cambiaras para un beneficio futuro. Un ejemplo, no podemos hacer que la economía se empiece a transferir a nosotros y después ya nosotros no preocuparnos por pagar renta, pagar biles, nada de eso. Ocupas tu carro, tienes que ir a pagar placas para poder transitar. ¿Ok? Tienes que pagar aseguranza para poder transitar. ¿Ok? Tienes que tener una licencia para poder transitar. Solamente en un solo maldito producto, un vehículo, una necesidad. Y eso regresa todo de ahí para allá, man. Todo lo que tú tienes que hacer para poder existir en el mundo, todo es pagar. Ok, nosotros no podemos, no tenemos autoridad para cambiar eso. es dado a una nación, a la nación de Edom. Ellos son los que controlan eso.
Ellos tienen una cosa de ellos decir cost of living.
Ya, el
Es
costo de la
cost of
vida.
living, man. The fuck?
Es el costo de la vida. Ellos se han encargado de... Men, el hermano de Aguadá de Los Ángeles hizo unos videos hablando de cómo era irónico, que qué gran ironía era de América fue construido por la riqueza del algodón que los esclavos cultivaban. Y no solamente eso, mucho más, la caña de azúcar, ¿no? El azúcar, el algodón, una gran cosa que fue hecha. Y lo otro, que como hoy el dólar es hecho de algodón. El dólar es hecho de algodón y aún paga con algodón. Se hizo rico con algodón y se sigue siendo rico con el algodón. ¿Ok? Esa es la ironía, man. Es lo que estaba mencionando el hermano. ¿Por qué? Porque nosotros hemos sido esclavos. Hasta este día, man. Ahora, esclavos más jodidos son aquellos que mentalmente, espiritualmente siguen sirviendo al maldito edomita. Nosotros ya no, porque ya no nos arrodillamos a un César Borgia, ¿ok? Ya no vemos a estos hombres como las buenas personas que ellos han enseñado en la cultura, que ellos son buenas personas, que cuando ellos vinieron nos trajeron cultura, nos trajeron educación. Malditos mentirosos, cuando ellos llegaron fue robo, destrucción, y nos sometieron a siglos de ignorancia, a no poder leer y no poder escribir, ¿verdad?
Nosotros trajeron calles para ustedes.
Y hasta el día de hoy la Ciudad de México, bro, está reconocida como una de las ciudades que ha sido trazada o estaba trazada porque siguieron el patrón de eso, de muchas cosas, de muchas calles que eran. Eso es falso, man, que esta gente, o cómo están las pirámides. Las pirámides tienen sus grandes avenidas bien chingonas, man, todo bien trazado. ¿Y por qué nunca más se volvieron a construir esas clases de estructuras, man, de construcciones?
Como el 18, de 1800s.
Pero eso se va a acabar, man. Nosotros sabemos que nuestra gente tiene una mentalidad de esclavo, por eso esa escritura es Jacob o es Israel, un esclavo nacido en casa. Amén. Es lo que, porque un esclavo nacido en casa, eso no puede agarrar su libertad. Eso ya está jodido, man. Vamos a leer esta escritura. Déjame la traigo, bro. Es porque hoy en día, esto es como dijo el hermano, te trajimos calles, va a llegar un tiempo en que Saúl Edom ya no va a tener acceso a hacer nada de construcción ahora sí, man. Que todo lo que ellos tienen no es porque verdaderamente son grandes, lo han robado, man. Esa es la realidad, lo han robado.
Y una cosa de Isaú te gusta hacer es hacer buildings. Yo no recuerdo exactamente qué dice la escritura, pero él dice es uno master builder. He's like a master
Por eso
builder.
el símbolo que ellos se creen los masones, pues.
Oh,
Los Masons. Eso es la masonería, porque supuestamente ellos son los constructores.
Y ellos están pensando, ellos son los constructores del mundo. ¿Y cómo va a llegar el mundo? ¿Cómo va a terminar el mundo? Entonces, ellos dicen, ellos pensaron de ellos están encargados de todo, man.
Y eso regresa hasta los malditos egipcios, man. Porque aquí América, o estos edomitas hoy en día, son los egipcios modernos. Enemigos nuestros de la antigüedad, man, que fueron los egipcios reales, que nos tuvieron en esclavitud. Pues hoy en día son estos, llamados blancos, nuestros enemigos, man. Libro de Malaquías 1, voy al punto, y 4, capítulo 1, versículo 4. Esto va referente a cómo Eso de que ellos son los constructores y todo eso, eso va a llegar a un fin, man. Va a llegar a un final. Dice Malaquías 1 y 4. Cuando Edom dijere, nos hemos empobrecido, pero volveremos a edificar lo arruinado. Así ha dicho Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi de los ejércitos. Ellos edificarán y yo destruiré, y les llamarán territorio de impiedad y pueblo contra el cual Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi está indignado para siempre. Todo lo que han hecho, lo que han construido, se los va a deshacer. ¿Ok? Se los va a destruir. Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi se los va a destruir a ellos, man.
Es según Esdras 15 y 4. Porque todos los infieles morirán en su infidelidad. 5. Y aquí dice el Señor Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi, traer plagas sobre el mundo, la espada, el hambre, la muerte y la destrucción. 6. Porque la maldad ha contaminado en gran manera a toda la tierra, y sus malas obras se cumplen.
Ya.
No, man, esas son las más palabras, es mala Salakia. Malas obras se cumplen, porque Isaú hicieron todo lo que él van a hacer, man. Él ya destruyeron todo el mundo, man. Ya todavía tiene árboles, tiene ríos, hay aire, pero man, no es lo mismo. No es igual de los tiempos de, por ejemplo, de Noé o de tiempos de Jacob, man. Ellos no tienen químicos en la comida, man. No tiene químicos en el aire, el agua, en toda clase de las cosas de tocar en tu cuerpo. Esas cosas, man. Eso es microplastics, you know. Poliéster.
Poliéster,
Man, mucho de los, todo, man, es para morir aquí en
todo
Babylon.
está contaminado con químicos.
Everything here in Babylon will kill you.
Sí, man. Todo
Everything is weaponized.
tiene algo que te puede matar. Estaba mencionando un hermano, hasta la nieve tienen fregaderas ya, man. Porque está echado en las nubes.
Yo no sé si tú ves la video de una señora tiene nieve
Oye,
en
la
un vaso
prende.
y tiene la magnet.
Oh, sí, sí,
Tiene
sí.
una cosa para aquí.
Yeah, so, like, actually
Man, es
think
como un
about it.
polvo de metal. It's like going towards the magnet and she was going like this.
Lo persigue
Yeah.
al imán,
Yeah.
al imán la nieve. Aquí tengo una escritura más, el libro de Isaías, capítulo 14, versículo 17, que dice, Isaías 14 y 21, preparad a sus hijos para el matadero, porque por la maldad de sus padres no se levanten ni posean la tierra, ni llenen de ciudades la faz del mundo. Es porque una vez sean destruidas las ciudades de este imperio, y nunca más, porque ya leímos en Malaquías cómo lo va a destruir, man. Ok, el Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi verdaderamente odia a esta gente. Ahora sí les dio que tengan poder y dominio, pero estamos viendo que está a punto de terminar. Su economía ya no tiene nada más que hacer, como una cosa que ya no hacen aquí en América, que lo sacan en diferentes ejemplos. Los cambios de la tecnología de hace un siglo y todo lo que ha cambiado en la tecnología y ciencia, pero la educación sigue siendo la misma, man.
Man, yo recuerdo cuando llegan las tarjetas, nomás tiene que tocar la máquina y se hicieron y ya puede pagar, no tiene que meter nada. Hey, man, cuando yo veo eso, man, es como nomás 3 o 5 años, 5 años, desde 5 años de ellos tienen esa tecnología, man. Yo estaba pensando, hey, man, ese uno más step cerca del Karagma, man.
¿Ya? Cuando empezaron a sacar las tarjetas del microchip, del chip, eso ya, que ya nomás llegabas y lo pones arriba y de repente empezó ya, man, a moverse más y más y más.
Y ahora tú puedes conectar tu tarjeta de tu celular y nomás necesitas un celular y puede...
Ya es el celular.
Ya.
En China eso opera.
Ya, en China y muchas de las personas de vivir en Sweden.
En Suecia muchos ya tienen
ellos
el
les
Haragma.
gusta la inyección, la Haragma, man, para usar. Tiene la tarjeta, dinero, identificaciones, todo clase. So, tú sabes que la persona tiene la Haragma. So, las cosas ya están aquí, ya están listos. La única cosa de Isaú necesita son cosas grandes para cambiar la mente de la gente aquí en Estados Unidos, para quitar la libertad que ellos tienen. Eso es lo que hay que hacer.
Ya. Sí, men, todo lo que tiene este hombre ha sido construido para ser borrado. Ok, nosotros es el que tenemos la bendición de tener un reino para siempre. Ya leímos que a él se le dio una gran espada para que quite la paz de la tierra y entre ellos se maten. Estaba mirando un cementerio con todas las tumbas paradas de ucranianos.
Oh, yeah,
Pero feo, man, parece que hasta los cuerpos están ahí.
Oh, yeah.
Sí, es feo, man.
Yeah, y todos tienen cruces.
Mucha gente de Colombia, de partes del mundo, fueron a darle.
Yeah. But yeah, yo voy a continuar a leer en esas escrituras, pero a ir, hermano.
Sí, le vamos a dar un ratito más, unos 10 minutos más, hermanos, y vamos a cerrarle porque viene el clima más pesado.
Yeah.
Pero hey, es bonito entender que esta gente, porque nosotros se nos dio el poder ver, vamos a traer, el poder ver, man, el poder entender que, amén, y estaban, el poder ver lo que se aproxima para esta gente. Vamos a leer el libro de Amos. Porque solamente un grupo es que tiene el entendimiento de las cosas. Ya, ¿lo tienes tú? Lo aquí en español. Se la que, hermano, también por los guantes no puede uno maniobrar pronto. Pero aquí la tenemos. Ok, aquí la tengo. Es el libro de Amos, capítulo 3 y versículo 7, que dice: porque no hará nada Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, el Señor, sin que revele su secreto a sus siervos los profetas. Y eso es una de las cosas que mucha gente no considera este mensaje, no nos ve como un mensajero de Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi, que le está advirtiendo del fin de este imperio. ¿Ok? No consideran, man. Mucha gente piensa que, hey bro, acaba de pasar en Texas algo que la gente de Issachar lo ve como algo bueno, algo grande. La compañía de Pemex abrió por primera vez una de gasolinera en Texas.
Oh, esa verde.
Yeah.
Pemex, yeah.
Y no es de mexicanos ni europeos, es de la India o de Afganistán, uno de esos países, el dueño, man. Pero ¿qué pasó? Se lleva la marca porque él sabe. Ese vato es dinero grande. Él dijo, ¿sabes qué, man? Les traigo esta compañía, la marca, y ellos van a pensar que es de su gente. ¿Qué va a pasar con toda la gente que tiene todavía la consideración de ser mexicano? Van a ir ahí.
Es la negocio porque ellos saben, yo no necesito cambiar el
mercadotecnia,
nombre. Si yo compro la compañía entero, la gente no van a saber quién es el dueño. So, ¿sabes qué? Déjalo. Y ellos pueden decir, oh, ya todavía esta compañía de México no es. Man.
Hasta en sus tiendas como aquí en la Ox, en la Shell y eso, las tiendas que hay, pueden poner hasta restaurantes, man, donde la gente va y consume ahí. O sea, es un gran negocio. Y es lo que nuestra gente piensa, que esta vida va a continuar, men, que puedes invertir, que puedes hacer. Amen, esto va a llegar a un final. Ahora, si tienes la manera y puedes hacer un negocio aquí y allá, amen, hazlo. Pero no te claves. No veas que porque esta gente está surgiendo y esto no va a acabar, va a acabar. Así como entró el COVID de un pronto, así de repente van a despertar un día y decir, ya estamos bajo crisis. Claro que sí, men. Eso es lo que les tratamos de decir. Que la vida normal, regular, más de lo que hoy, de lo poquito que queda, va a terminar. Porque cuando entró el cucuy,
todo cambió.
todo cambió.
Nada regresó a normal. Mira, todavía puede ver las cosas a donde está ellos comiendo afuera. Todavía está abierto porque ellos no saben seguro si va a venir otro. ¿Por qué tiene que ser 2 veces? Todos, cuando yo estaba caminando en Portland también, todos tienen la cosa afuera.
Protegido.
Si ya viene otra vez un plague.
Siempre están con ese temor de sí o no, ya estamos bien, ya nunca va, ya no están seguros, man. Y es lo que Saúl tiene sobre la gente. Cuando tú tienes miedo, eres más accesible a ser controlado. Sí, y es lo que Saúl ha hecho siempre, mantener a la sociedad con miedo.
No está pensando normal.
Porque una persona valientes, él no quiere valientes. Saúl no quiere gente valiente, porque un valiente es capaz de perder todo por sus ideales.
Okay. Eso porque ellos no pueden ganar Afganistán. Ellos
no
van a tocar bombas y alagbar. No pueden pelear con la gente así.
Y es como mencionaste, hermano. Como mencionaste de como un tanque de 10 millones.
Like 10 million to
10 millones por una bomba de $10,000 o $10. Igual un hombre que se mete en un puente que costó millones y tiene un tránsito de transporte de millones diarios, pasa un hombre, bra, y ¡boom, man! Y es así como acaban a una nación. Por eso no se meten con los ismaelitas, man. Porque ellos saben, a ese hombre de Francia, que se burlaba de Alar Barbar, lo decapitaron en la calle, bro. Ese que tenía una agencia de revistas y hizo a su profeta en caricatura y todo eso. Man, a la gente que chambeaba ahí y a ese vato se lo agarraron en la calle y le arrancaron la chompeta, man. Imagínate cómo son, y Esaú no quiere esos hombres.
Y Sweden estaba quemando Corans ahorita también, y ellos están peleando con los refugees que estaban viviendo allá, man. I was looking at a video, a guy started burning a Koran, and a bunch of water bottles started coming at him, and then the guy just came with like a flying kick and kicked him, and all the police and then all the people were, just because he was burning, because Ishmael is getting it on, and he don't give a fuck what country he's in. He's gonna do what he does. Be a wild man.
A Ismael no lo paran, man, porque él está pues, es un loco. Y las naciones lo saben. ¿Tienes una más, bro?
No. Pero ese vino para que Albert Pike. Se dice la tercera guerra del mundo va a ser de los zionistas, Zionists, y el mundo de los muslims. Ellos van a pelear, otra vez.
Voy a cerrar con esta escritura, man. Vamos a cerrar con esta escritura. Porque es una de las escrituras que ha estado en mi mente y es una de las que, de lo que hoy, como decimos, vamos a leer esta, voy a leer esta primero. Y voy a leer esta primero porque ese es el espíritu en lo que debemos estar, o la gente debe ser advertida de lo que está sucediendo. Revelación 19:10. Yo me postré a sus pies para adorarle y él me dijo, mira, no lo hagas, yo soy consiervo tuyo y de tus hermanos los que retienen el testimonio de Yahawashi. Adora a Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, porque el testimonio de Yahawashi es el espíritu de la profecía, y eso es algo que le ha dado de conocimiento a sus siervos. La profecía, o sea, las cosas que están por suceder, lo por venir. Eso es lo que le dio a sus siervos. ¿Ok? Y eso es lo que nosotros venimos a anunciar, cosas que van a sucederme. Advertirles que Tercera Guerra Mundial, de lo que el hermano estaba hablando, de Albert Pike, ¿no? De ese hombre que describió cómo se va a jugar la Tercera Guerra Mundial, que va a ser con los islámicos y con los gorras pequeñas, o digamos el cristianismo también. Porque ¿qué pasó en África? 200 y cuantos hombres, los musulmanes jodieron, bro, los mandaron al mundo espiritual. Iglesias, todo eso quemaron, ¿no?
Porque eso, ellos están peleando los Muslims of African and los Christians in Africa.
Porque eso es la Tercera Guerra Mundial, y ahorita estamos viendo que Irán y Hamas, ¿cómo se llama? Los Houthis y en Yemen, pero donde está Israel bombardeando, bro. La Gaza.
Ya.
Sí, todo esa área, y es donde el valle de Yahawah Shapá.
También el río está en Euphrates. Hay muchas cosas, man.
Ya hay mucho que ya está cerca de Tercera Guerra Mundial, man. Y en esta Tercera Guerra Mundial, Yahawah, por eso dice, man, que Él va a venir a salvarnos. O sea, tiene que venir un carruaje, man, especialmente asignado para decirte, vámonos, porque en esta salvación va a ser así de elegante y de tan única. Voy a ir al punto. Mateo 24, la leímos hace rato en inglés, pero vamos a cerrar con esto, porque este es el espíritu de profecía, man. Mateo 24 y 6, oiréis de guerras y rumores de guerras, y mirad que no os turbéis, porque es necesario que todo esto acontezca, pero aún no es el fin. 7, porque se levantará nación contra nación y reino contra reino, y habrá pestes y hambres y terremotos en diferentes lugares. Íbamos 3 días de este año y ya iban más de 600 terremotos. ¿Okay? ¿Qué pasó luego entrando en Japón?
7.7.
Luego estos conflictos entre estas naciones, luego entrando el año, ¿qué día estamos a 13? En el día 10 ya estaban bombardeándose, man. O sea, es para que vean que esto ya está por venir. ¿Ok? Y esas son advertencias que Yahawashi envía, nos ha enviado a decirles, a darles la advertencia, lo entiendan o no lo entiendan, fuera del tiempo y en tiempo, una estación que haya para trabajar, y aún que vemos esta dificultad de clima, pero han sido advertidos. Vamos a decir, yo fui de paseo, pero era en tiempo de invierno, donde pues hay poca gente, pero allí vi a unos locos que estaban hablando que la escritura, quieren decir, ni me importó. O sea, Yahawah se aseguró de enviarnos hasta en el día menos esperado, man, para que no haya excusa.
Hay más gente caminando yo creo. Yo estaba pensando, yo van a ser las únicas personas aquí afuera.
Exactamente, bro, yo también.
Muchísimo.
Pero es parte de que sea este testimonio a ellos, ¿ok? De que se les dé este testimonio. Pero con eso, hermanos, vamos a cerrar este campo. Hoy un poco corto, porque decimos parte del clima se vaya a poner más feo y tenemos que manejar. Pero hey, con eso vamos a dar toda honra, alabanza y gloria a Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rakah, Kodash, dando dobles honores y saludos a nuestros apóstoles y ancianos, y Shalom para el electo. Hasta la próxima, hermanos. Shalom. I got it, bro.
It's only 40 minutes shorter today.